Hi there, Hugo. I hope you're doing well today. This is your video lesson. Four things I want to talk about. I'll go down the list. As usual, if you have any questions or want me to look at anything, I'll be more than happy to do that. So cool. Start from the beginning. I know last week we were talking about slides. I kind of see how that's shaping up before I make any comments about it. So this week we can go over hammer-ons. I believe we talked about them a little bit, but I like to start incorporating them into our A minor pentatonic exercises. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with A minor pentatonic box 1, right? And we're going to go right to the middle of the scale. So we're going to start on string 5. So we're going to do strings 5, 4, and 3 to do this exercise. We should get good horizontal hand. And what we're going to do, we're going to hit that string, and we're going to hammer that third finger. So first finger's down, right? We're a horizontal hand. We've got the fingers stretched over, turned towards the pinky side. And what we're going to slam our ring finger down. We're going to hammer straight down on the tip of the finger. If you listen, you'll hear a click sound. That's a good thing. That's what we want. That means the string is snapping against the fret wire. You get a nice clear sound out of it. So you hit that string open and hammer down. You'll move down to the 4th string, same thing. Right, hammer down. And then hammer on the next one. Hammer, hammer. Remember, always listening for that clicking sound, right? Then move down next string, hammer and the clicking sound. And then a click sound on that one too, going back and forth. What you can do, you can incorporate the 3-note sequences in with these hammer-ons, so you can add that as another guitar effect. So you can do like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then a hammer right there, just like that. I know we did that with the open position, but I think it's time for us to do it with the 1st and 3rd finger in conjunction with the slides. Practice that for me. How book, unfortunately I can't make a comment until I see your how book, but practice your how book note reading anyway for me, just because I don't give you a specific exercise, but you should always be practicing that stuff. Number 3 are downstroke chugs. Now that we're getting the power chord shapes down, now it's time to add another element to it that we'll talk about next week in the song that we're going to introduce in just a minute. So with this right here, you're going to go to a G5 power chord, root 6. That's this guy right here. So I'm getting a G5 power chord, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to play that chord, and then I'm going to take my first finger off and do 6 downstroke chugs. What that looks like is this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. What we're eventually going to do to that is add in palm muting. I'll wait till next week to talk about that. This week I just want you to practice getting your pick to do that for you. So downstroke on the power chord, you lift off your pointer finger, but you keep your ring finger down because we can still just keep that in place. This technique is going to mess with that. So we hit the G5 power chord, you take your first finger off and hit the bass string 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Careful not to hit the 5th string right here. We don't want to hit that string. And see if you can loop that. Power chord, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you put on distortion, this is what it'll sound like. And then what we'll add to it next time is this. All that Metallica, Megadeth, Iron Maiden, all that stuff uses this technique, right? So we work on that for me. And then the last thing I want you to work on is a new song. I remember last week, I think we were wrapping up When I Come Around by Green Day. Oops. What was it? I think it was, that's it. Oops. So to give you something new to work on, we're going to start Living After Midnight by Judas Priest. A nice classic song. Uses a lot of power chords, a couple other technical things in there like the chugs, but we'll do that part next week. We're going to start with the main riff, the first part of the song. We have, let's see over here. I'm going to pull that rhythm up. time. You can actually see the tab. And it loops around like that for the first part of the song. With distortion, it sounds like this. Right, and then later on, that will figure there, which would be the challenge riff for this tune. But I think you'll be fine with it. To go over that, the first chord we have is an E5 power chord, root 5. Hit twice, making sure to mute the 6th string. We don't want that ringing out. Down to D5, then to A5, back to B5. So the first part of the song. The second half almost does the same exact thing, except for he takes one of the A5s out of the last little bit. So E5. So see, you didn't hit that A5 twice. So you have E5, D5, A5. Let it ring for a second, and to B5 all together. For quite a while. I think in the tab here he does that for a little bit, and then he gets into that chug section with that. Oh, is he there? But we'll do that part next week. So longer hits on there. All right, my man. So work on those 4 things for me. If you'd like me to take a look at anything, feel free to send a video over and I'll do my best to answer. All right, take care, guys. Bye.